Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Danganronpa Antebellum Lockdown. Last time, we met a man, we met a guy. This dude, he was a janitor, who wasn't a participant here, and he knocked us out, and all that jazz. It was interesting. Joku wanted to look for him. I knocked on his door, but there was no response. I really started to get worried. Maybe he was still patrolling? I decided to walk upstairs to the main hallway, determined to find him. But when I did, he took my breath away.
Drac?
Oh shit, it's a dead guy! Oh, this is loud. That's loud. I felt my heart racing. I immediately approached him.
Oh, no, 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 no!
This couldn't be happening. This couldn't...
Good morning to you too, Shinku.
Ismin, how could you be so calm?
That's not how you say her name.
Shinku, look at him.
I looked down at Dracul, seeing his chest rising and falling. Oh, he was just asleep. Sorry, I've been a little paranoid since Heichi. I imagine he must have been exhausted to pass out like this. He was up all night. He said he was trying to catch someone. Oh, you guys are speaking normally again? We never really stopped. He just became apprehensive of me. We've been friends too long to throw it away over something silly. Something silly? Ismine, you did kill someone. I still don't get how you can be so relaxed about this. I know what the audience said, but still, it's like you don't realize the gravity of what you've done. Even if they judge me corrupt, I'd still believe you deserved it. I know that makes me sound terrible, but it's how I feel. Why? How on earth can you say that about someone's life? Not just the professors, but that kid, Koda. Ismini sighed and sat down next to Dracul's sleeping body. She looked up at me. Sit down. Let's have a chat. I quietly obeyed, sitting down next to her. I suppose I owe it to Dracul and you to tell the truth. I'm just apprehensive about telling him. Why? He's far too understanding for his own good. I'm sure he wouldn't cut you off or anything. Exactly. He'd probably try to see things from the professor's perspective as well. Attempt to see the wider picture. As long as he doesn't know the full truth, he can fill in the gaps with the most justifiable possibility he can think of. That way he won't feel guilty about staying my friend. That way, he'll stay. I didn't know you actually cared for Dracul that much. You're not the best at showing it. I tried not to care. Ever since what happened with my friends and that professor, I try to ice people out. Be harsh, be sure no one ever gets close enough to me for me to want to keep them around. But no matter what I said, Dracul was insistent that there was something good to me. It didn't matter how many times I threw the stick out of the window. He'd always bring it back to me, tail wagging behind him, excited to see me again. He wore down all my defenses. I never wanted to get close to anyone again. Yeah, I know what he's like. But it really isn't the worst thing in the world to get close to people. It can really help, actually. I know that. It's easy to be lured into having friends, especially after a life of solitude. I spent my whole childhood seeing other people my age as competition. People I needed to succeed academically. I needed to be better than them. There was little to no point getting close. I just wanted to be at the top. But when I got there, university, everything changed. I was surrounded by people like me, just like me, who had never had real connection with anyone other than their schoolwork. Anything other than their schoolwork. And naturally, we just found each other. Looking back on it now, it was probably the happiest time of my life. Every day felt like a dream. I was surrounded by people who I could just laugh around. The pursuit of academic discovery excited me, but discovering what it meant to have a community, that invigorated me. It kept me going. And it could have continued to be perfect if it wasn't for that scum of a professor. It was really that bad? Worse than you could imagine. We'd all been accepted into his seminar together. It was extremely well respected, but very intense. It had a large bearing on our grades. And that professor was awful to us. He'd verbally berate us in everything we'd enjoyed. Nothing was ever good enough for him. If you disagreed with his views, or if he just didn't like you, he'd dock your grades for no reason. The school board didn't do anything about it due to not wanting to ruin his career. I couldn't stand someone hurting people smaller than them for no reason other than to make themselves feel big. It made me sick. I could handle it, but the others, they were starting to crack. Some dreaded his mandatory seminars. Some were being threatened with expulsion due to their low grades. Others were considering dropping out. One even... I can't even say it. It was that serious? And no one did anything about it. No one, not a soul. So can you blame me for taking it into my own hands? My breaking point was what he did to Dakota. Dakota, it got too much for him. He couldn't take it, and he tried to. I still remember when I visited him in the hospital. He hooked up to all those machines. It all felt too real. It was then I realized how fractured everyone had become. Our little group of isolates had been fractured, split apart. No, he torn us apart, limb from limb, like a mayonnaise. I don't know how to say that. He was trying to take everything from us, from me. It was selfish, but I couldn't stand the idea of being alone again. I wanted to keep that happiness, no matter the cost. I wasn't thinking the most rationally, but I thought if I got rid of him, it could all return to normal, that I could keep the new life we'd built. Oh, I don't know what to say. I can follow your train of thought, but why did you involve your friends? They shouldn't have been forced into it. It was your decision. They didn't need to be a part of it. It's awful of me. It was pathetic, but I thought maybe it would mean we'd be tied together forever. I know it's bad. Dakota and the rest of them. They were all people, not possessions. I knew I couldn't control what they did, or who they decided to be around. That would be wrong of me. I wanted the best for them, I really did. But I thought that shared guilt would be the glue that could bind us together. It would mean we'd never shatter again. That we'd never be alone again. Well, I was wrong about that. If anything, it shattered it more, didn't it? You don't need to remind me. At least you understand it was a poor decision. I don't know how I feel about excusing all this, but I don't think you're a horrible person, Ismini. I think you were just brought to your limit. I just hope you've learned from involving your friends. I felt so much guilt about it afterwards. I shut myself off. I felt I'd ruin anyone I got close to. But ever since my verdict, I've had a bit of a revelation. My actions weren't the reason they left. They just weren't good enough friends to tough it through. They didn't realize how much I'd put on the line for them. Just when you think that she's understanding that she's not great, she just takes a step back. One step forward, two steps back. That's really not the point I'm trying to make, but I don't think arguing with Ismini is going to change your perspective. I couldn't say I agreed with everything Ismini was saying, but I'd learned by now it was best I stayed quiet. Nothing good came from me voicing my opinion. That's why, from now on, I'm trying my hardest to put down my walls, and let myself connect with others again. I used to be scared of being left alone again, losing people I cared about. But now I realize as long as I'm with the right people, they won't leave. And that starts with you, Shinku. How? I know we've only known each other for a short time, but Dracul enjoys your company. And quite frankly, you're one of the more respectable people here. So I want to trust you. I want to be friends. I'm incredibly introverted, and even I know that asking to be friends after dropping the full details of why you murdered someone is a bit of a bombshell. But if I said no, she might stop trying to reach out to others. Revert to thinking it's best her walls are constantly up. Besides, if I became her friend, maybe I could help untangle what exactly was going on with her and her old friends, and show her where she did mess up. If I left now, her views would only become more polarized. Although, Senseichi, part of it was also because, despite everything, I wanted it to be close to someone no matter what. I wanted to fill that void. I wanted to feel like I was doing good in someone's life. To make up for how I'd ruined yours. Is that selfish? What do you think about that, Shinku? I'd be happy to be your friend, Yasmini. She seemed a little surprised, but only if you promise to tell Jakul about all of this as well. Keeping it hidden is just going to put further strain on your friendship. Fine. I suppose he does deserve it. And I hope that even if it's silly to wish, you can find it in your heart to find me worthy of redemption as well. I know deep down how awful what I've done is, and that the audience's opinion does not make it any better. But it's nice to believe that I live in a world that can see what I see. And for restoring my want to trust people, for reaffirming what I did was alright. I want to trust what they say and treat people accordingly. You can hate me for that if you'd like. I won't judge. But I'm not going to stop. I smiled at her. In the end, I really was a hypocrite. But maybe that's just part of being human. Maybe I am selfish. Maybe it was just like Ismini, desperate to keep what they knew together. Instead of trying to glue everything back together, I just found new parts. Oh! Before I could say anything more to Ismini, Dracul woke up. Where am I? Dracul, you're awake. Huh? Shin? What are you? You passed out when patrolling last night. We found you asleep here. Goodness, you've got to start taking care of yourself more. I know. I just got a little carried away. I wanted to... Wait, that guy. Shoot, I didn't even get a glimpse of him. Damn, sorry, Shin. Didn't mean to let you down like this. You didn't do it. You didn't at all. We can always look another day. Next time, how about we take shifts so you don't tire yourself out? I still can't believe I passed out like that. What time is it? It's almost time for our breakfast meeting. Don't worry. You've not missed anything. The votes. Shoot, come on. We can't miss those. I don't want to keep Lori waiting. He quickly stood up and brushed himself off, trying to wake himself up. Relax. We're not running late or anything. Let's get some breakfast in us, and then we can worry about the votes. Alright. That sounds like a plan. Dracul started to walk into the canteen. He seemed a bit disoriented, but mostly fine. Meanie Smeanie trailed behind him a bit. It's good that he's okay. He really did have me worried for a moment. He seemed to be in better spirits seeing both of us. I was worried, since he's been apprehensive about you recently. You know, I do have to thank you, Shinko. Huh? If you're both my friend and Dracul's friend, it means even if he stays apprehensive after I tell him the truth, I'll still be connected to him through your friendship with him. Thanks to you. It doesn't matter how much collateral the truth brings. It'll always be 2 pieces away. Hold on. I don't mean to use you. I just want to protect the people I care about. I'm sure you can understand, Shinku. I do the same for you. Let's get breakfast, shall we? Yeah, let's. I wasn't sure how to feel about that. I do not like Ismini. I know I should be more concerned, but I was just relieved to not be alone. We stepped into the canteen, but a good majority of people were already gathered. Morning! Did you three sleep well? Takiko seemed surprisingly chipper despite what happened yesterday. She must have been excited for the birthday party.
Of course.
Could have been better for Dracul, but I slept well. We made full English! Eggs, bacon, toast, and... Goddamn bridge people ruining everything with beans. Oh, come now. It's not that bad. Don't tell me them twisted tea sluts got you hooked on this shit. Hey, come on. I dressed them up with smoked paprika and chili oil. Trust the process. I think that might be a little too much for Zeke. You're lucky you're hostage. Smoked paprika? Hell yeah. Did I die and go to heaven? You guys are the best. Aw, shucks. We're really not all that special.
I need a drink.
Oi, where's the bomb broad? Isn't she usually the one to have us all in line?
Girl, what?
Wait, yeah, where the hell is she? Huh. Saka isn't here either. Strange. I mean, it isn't a massive loss if we hold the vote without him. Still, maybe one of us should go check?
Careful now.
There will be no need for that. Ah, there you are. Where were you?
Oh, no.
When I agreed to showers, I didn't think I'd have to get up at 6 a.m. When I agreed to help you, I wasn't aware a brief shower was an hour-long endeavor for you. Is it such a crime to want to be squeaky clean? I apologize. My initial plan was to spend this morning working on more rat poison to deal with the last few rodents still left alive. Unfortunately, that was disrupted by Takahiro needing me to keep returning to the shower room to repeatedly turn on the water. I don't know why you indulged him. You should have just cut him off. I didn't want to deal with him getting snippy. You act like I'd throw a tantrum! Besides, even if I am corrupt, shouldn't I still be allowed my dignity? That means basic human rights. It doesn't make you privy to spa days. God forbid I have anything nice! You've really learned nothing, haven't you? Taka seemed to quiet him. Is that a word? Taka seemed to quiet down at that. An awkward silence flooded the room until Dr. Elenius cleared her throat. Anyway, I apologize for making you wait. Shall we begin the discussion? Okay, so we've rolled out me and Suki as hostages because the fallout from a public figure having something mega bad happen to them could be catastrophic. Who does that leave? Well, out of all the people we hadn't previously ruled out, that just leaves Ezekiel's hostage. What? I thought you ruled his sorry ass out. I was hesitant to vote him, considering how valuable his job is to society. But, if it would be for the best, I'm happy to offer up my hostage. What? Sorry, did I say that too quietly? I said if we need to, I'm okay with my hostage being picked. Hold on. That's your mom. How could you do that to her? Mint, I think you might want to think this through a bit more. No. I'm quite sure of this decision. Shit. The kid doesn't look like it, but he's cold. First he poisons her support system. Now he's ready to directly torture her. He must really hate her. I really don't think that's the case. I mean, why else would he do it? No, I don't hate her. Before this, I would have done anything in the world for her. And I did. I did my crime for her. To protect her. To protect my sister. From him. But now I realize, if my actions were so redeemable, I didn't have to take on that responsibility myself. I was just a child. She should have taken on that burden for herself. For us. But she didn't.
Hey, come on. That doesn't mean she's worthy of getting hurt. If you were protecting her from your old man, doesn't that mean now he's recovering, she's in extra danger now?
I don't want her to get hurt. I doubt anyone wants their hostage to get hurt. But it will come eventually, and I don't want to be difficult when the time comes. I don't have the energy to protect her anymore. A part of me wonders if it would be for the best. Perhaps it would alert the wider community. I mean, she isn't just stuck with my father. I mean, if that's a risk you're willing to take, but I'm sure everything will work out. If you're part of a close-knit community, people are bound to help. I can't really tell you what to do, but you know her best. If you think this is a sensible choice, I'll respect that. Well, I can't say I entirely agree, but if it's what we're all in agreement on...
No way! Man, you can't be serious about this.
Man, come on. You'll regret this later. If anyone here cares about their shit-ass mother, it's you. But why didn't she?
You're just getting all confused because of those stupid fucking votes. I don't know why all of you care so much about them. It shouldn't mean anything.
I just don't want to think about it anymore. Should we?
We're not voting for his mom. There's no fucking way.
We shouldn't betray his wishes, if that's what he wants.
I don't care. We're not doing it.
I don't think it's the best idea either. We should probably pick someone else. Who's hostage then? We're really running out of viable options here.
No matter what, we're not picking my daughter. That's not a discussion. And not my mom either. I'm not okay with throwing her away like that.
If Ezekiel is so insistent we shouldn't vote Min's hostage, perhaps his own hostage is the best option. The doctor? He is the last one left we hadn't ruled out. Hold on, isn't Ismini still cool with us picking hers? He might be traumatized, but he is such a bad option. Like, if anything, he's probably been through it all before, so... But Zeke's hostage is a surgeon. He has the funds to support himself if he loses his job. And with staff shortages, he's sure to find work no matter what. So perhaps he is the safest option. Zeke, don't let them do this. Do you have an issue with it, Ezekiel?
No, I don't care about that backstabbing bastard. He's nothing to me anymore. Do what you like to him. It's not gonna do shit to me. Really? You think you can get under my skin or something? No way.
Well, if you're certain about that.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't give a shit.
Then I'll do just that. The cat once again appeared out of nowhere. We'd grown pretty used to it. Aw, no shock, no surprise. It's incredible how quickly you've become conditioned. So we're on agreement? Michael is the next to get murked.
Murked? The hell? Sound like you were going to kill him or something. Jesus Christ.
Maybe that would put him out of his misery.
Don't. I said I don't care. Do what you like.
Very well. The monitors flicked on once again, displaying Zeke's hostage walking into an empty apartment. I'm not sure if there was more horror on Ezekiel or Michael's eyes as he looked up at what was in front of him. No, no, no. A woman was hanging from the ceiling fan, dead in front of him. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. The monitor switched off, but Zeke just kept staring at the blank screen in disbelief. Everyone seemed quite stunned at what we'd just seen. I felt sick. I didn't know they'd go that far. And that's my job done. Sorry to leave you hanging like that, but I'm sure he'll be fine. See you tomorrow. Mononeko scampered away through the vents, leaving us all standing there. Zeke! Hey, maybe the paramedics can make it in time? It might not be as bad as it looks. Takiko flinched as Ezekiel picked up a plate and threw it across the room, smashing it against the wall. The breakfast. We worked so hard on that. Casually chaser? Ezekiel's a chaser? Calm down. Zeke, hey now. Fuck off. I'm fine. I don't care. God, you're all pissing me off. I know it can be hard to see a loved one get hurt, but let's try to keep a level head here. You consent. Leave me the fuck alone. Zeke stormed out of the room, slamming the door behind him. Yikes. I feel bad, but he said it was okay for us to do. I'm more worried for that lady. Wannabes like him say a lot without thinking about it. I don't really know what he was expecting. He did volunteer, although he likely didn't expect it to be that severe. I just didn't expect them to kill someone. Even if they weren't the hostages themselves, it was still a human life. Makes you wonder how long it'll be until they're willing to kill the hostages themselves. I just wish we went with my mother instead. At least then a life would have not been lost. It was inevitable. Elias's hostage would have been chosen. If not today, then in the next few days. Don't place the blame on yourself. Besides, no one wants to see anyone's parents get hurt. Yeah, absolutely. But as options dwindle, we might not have much of a choice. I just wish there was another way around this. This isn't fair to anyone. I mean, there is a way. I just doubt people who have the guts to take it. No one shall be taking it on my watch. It would be simple-minded to resort to murder when the government could be saving us any time soon. I don't know. It's been a month. Do you still think they're coming? It doesn't matter if they do or not. We shouldn't just start killing each other. So we ought to just wait until they've put all our loved ones. So we should just all wait. Yeah. So we just ought to wait until they've put all of our loved ones through hell. Is that what you're suggesting? One of your lives is worth less to me than Tian's safety. I'll say that much. Oh, that's quite a statement. I'm saying it as it is, but continue to keep her out of discussions, and we shouldn't have any issues, should we? I doubt anyone wants to hurt the actual child. For goodness sake, please stop acting like Ezekiel when nothing has even happened yet. You're just causing pointless conflict for yourself. Hey, come on, don't be rude to him. I mean, he didn't have to throw that plate. It was pretty scary. I understand he's angry, but he could have hurt someone. You let him get away with far too much, Mint. I don't want him taking advantage of you and hurting you. He's not going to do that. You all just assume the worst of him and assume I'm being manipulated or coerced, but I think he has more than enough reason to be upset right now. It's disrespectful to insist otherwise. Sorry, I needed to speak my mind. I'll go check on him. I'll see you all at the party later. Mint left the room. We all sat in silence for a brief moment, before someone quickly broke the tension. Oh, all right. Yes, the party. I completely forgot about my birthday party. Oh my golly goodness, that's exciting, isn't it? I suppose it was easier to distract ourselves from what we'd just seen, shove it to the back of our minds, pretend it didn't happen. I was apprehensive at first, but I admit I think we need it. You could say that again? There's so much tension here, you would assume the in-laws were over. I'm just excited to see what kind of presents you guys have gotten me. I've never really gotten gifts from friends before. Wait, we were meant to give her gifts? Not that I'm expecting anything, don't worry. Just having friends is a big enough present. I think it'll be good for all of us. Just one evening to switch off our brains and focus on fun.
When things are really tense, rest and relaxation just make sense.
I can probably get Zeke to loosen up before the party too. The last thing we want is him throwing a fit the whole time. I want him to be able to chill out for one night too. That would be for the best. I don't want anything ruining my special day. Although, I'm probably gonna dip and take a cat nap. I'm mega eepy right now, sorry. I was so excited for today, I just couldn't sleep. I even tried having an early night, but I kept tossing and turning. I couldn't stop thinking about everything that could happen today.
Trust me, I've done that a million times. You're all good. I might join you. My little quest last night means I didn't get the best Jedi. I need a bit of recovery. Let me help you get back to your room. I don't want you too all tired for the party.
Aw, thank you, Shinku. That's so considerate of you. Everyone's being so nice to me, and I'm having a birthday party. I'm so happy. I could die.
I can't. I took the two of them back to the common room and they settled into their rooms. Please go into fight. Okay. Somebody wants Zeke to fight. I admittedly took some time to myself, recharging my social battery. I knew the party would drain it. But just spending the day waiting was making it go awfully slow. So after a while, I assumed it would probably be for the best to find something to do to kill some time. Perhaps I could even help out with something for the party. I could always check to see if anyone was in the common room looking for help. Free time! Start!
Shinku, hey, I was wondering if you could help me with something.
Oh, is everything okay, Sugi? Is it something related to the party?
Bingo! Me and Takiko were thinking it would be nice to make Maiko a little something. It is her birthday after all.
And that would be...
Drumroll, please. A cake! What's a birthday without a cake?
You're right about that. But I'm really not much of a baker. I can't even make cookies without burning them.
Psh! That stuff doesn't matter. We weren't expecting you to do the baking. Me and Takiko have got that in the bag. Your job would be more special, but just as vital, trust.
That job being...
espionage.
For... cake.
Dramatic, right?
I'm not sure I follow.
Well, I was talking to Taki and we realized none of us are really sure what Maiko likes. Aside from, well, anime and pink. So we were wondering if you could get any intel.
Couldn't you just ask her?
Yeah, but we don't want to make it obvious. Where's the fun in that? It should be a surprise. Taki and I are gonna go distract her, keep her busy for a bit. I was wondering if you'd be able to slip around to her room for a little while we're doing it. See if you can gather any clues there.
I'm not sure how I feel about looking through someone's stuff.
Oh, come on, it's for a good cause. So are you with us or not?
I'll have a think about it.
Well, report back to me if you gather any intel. We're counting on you, Agent Skinny Legs.
Right. Which one's her room? Yeah, 12. Michael. Michael's wardrobe. It's filled with cheap-looking cute clothes. Pot of tea filled with ramune? Well, you can't exactly have a ramune-flavored cake. Various voice scripts. Michael really needs to tidy up. This is a little gross. Unfortunately, I cannot figure out what this once was. Unless her favorite flavor is mold, which I doubt. This is Michael's diary. Usually I'd feel bad about looking through someone's personal possessions, but it's for the greater good, isn't it?
Asuga better thank me for this. Take me after this. I know it sounds terrible of me to say, but I genuinely felt really happy seeing Yuki as my hostage. It proves that she's been thinking about me too. That it's not just me. We really are best friends until the end. I just hope she'll be okay. I've just been trying not to think about it too hard. I've found some orange CDs in the bottom of my closet, so I've been watching those. But sometimes I think this room was made to torture me with how they only gave me bad anime to watch. The relationship in it makes me feel really uncomfortable, but the kissing scenes made me giddy, so maybe I'm just a freak. I'm just going to skip over the paragraph where she describes these anime makeout scenes in explicit detail, for my own sake. Anyway, I can't wait to see Yui again when I get out. It's sort of scary not being able to keep up with what she's doing. I want to go get cake with her again. She'd get her soft, delicate strawberry shortcake, like usual. And have 2 or 3 bites. She has so much control. I just can't help myself when chocolate is involved. The chocolate ganache they put on top is so yum.com. What the fuck does that mean? That out of everything, that specifically I hate. But it's way less sweet in Japan than it is back home. Maybe we could combine them and make chocolate-covered strawberries. You probably would think it was silly, but it's so Valentine's-y, isn't it? I wonder if we'll be stuck here until Valentine's. What if we're the last humans left alive and we have to repopulate the world? Honestly, that would be kind of... That's enough reading for now. Jesus fucking Christ. At least I know she likes chocolate now. I should have let Asuka know. Alright, I got what you wanted. Just please don't ever make me look through her stuff again. That's quite the reaction! What was in there? You don't want to know. Wait, well, come on. We're just about to start baking. You can be on standby to make sure we're not messing up and making something she doesn't like. Alright, but don't trust me with any of the baking. It really won't be edible if you do. We made our way over to the kitchen. I told them what flavors Maiko seemed to like from the diary in her room. Despite my many warnings, I did end up getting involved in the baking process.
You know, the strawberries make sense since she's all pink and stuff, but I didn't expect her to like chocolate so much. I told you so! One look at her, and I knew you should have listened to my perfect intuition! Huh. How did you figure it out? It's written all over her face. Girls like her love chocolate because they love romance. They always hope they'll get it from their boyfriend or something. It's a hopeless romantic thing. Wait! Do you think we should put a little chocolate slab with "From your secret admirer" written on the cake? That would give her something to giggle about for days!
It would be kind of cruel, wouldn't it? I mean, she doesn't actually have a secret admirer.
Maybe, but I think it would help her to think she has got one. She seems entirely motivated by that sort of thing.
Jeez, she's hopeless. I still can't believe she's had 3 crushes in the month we've been here.
Wait, 3? Why would you even be thinking about relationships in a situation like this?
Boredom.
Some people think about it no matter what situation they're in. People are silly like that. But she could get a better taste. I mean... Phil, really? He'd be terrible to her!
I mean, he's kind of hot, though. And also, there's slim pickings. There's only 6 dudes here.
But I
Unless she's
suppose
gay.
heart wants what
Oh,
it
bye.
wants. Even if it's... really... wrong.
Yeah, he sucks. Ew! Good on his wife for leaving him. No idea who she is, but I just know she deserves better. I can see her and Dracul working out, though. They're sorta cute. He's a nice enough guy, isn't he?
Well, they do have a lot in common, don't
They do.
She has a crush on Dracul?
You haven't heard? She goes on about how nice and friendly he is and how he's basically perfect.
Shinku's jealous.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
I had no idea they were so close. I mean, it does make sense. He's a massive fan of the show she stars in. They have a lot to talk about, but
Does it bother you, Shinku?
Huh? No, of course not. Why would it? I just think that no one should be thinking about our relationship in a situation like this.
sure, buddy.
It doesn't exactly seem like the best circumstance to have a healthy relationship in.
It would be an awful thing to think about.
Oh my
wouldn't
god.
it?
Asuga. I just returned to dipping the strawberries in chocolate for the cake. Looking away. It shouldn't have bothered me at all.
I hope no one here is silly enough to get into a relationship, but at least Draco would be better than... Wong.
I don't know. I'm torn between if Dracul or number 3 is better for her.
Who is number 3 anyway?
Don't know?
Am I meant to? I don't really keep up with these sort of things.
You really are a guy, aren't you, Shinku?
What's that meant to mean?
Wait, he doesn't know? He's
She has a
really
crush on
bad?
him.
Wait, no, you're kidding. I've barely talked to her.
Didn't stop her with Wang.
Hey, I'm not anything like him, or... When did this become about that anyway? This is about doing something nice for Maiko. We should focus on making the cake.
You gonna add any strawberry with that chocolate, Shinku?
I had been dipping the same strawberry in chocolate for the last 5 minutes. I must have gotten distracted.
I don't know what you expected. I told you I wasn't much of a baker.
Wow, give yourself more credit. I think you're doing great. But, you know, I don't think we have to worry much about Maiko's crushes.
Hey, come on. She wouldn't get rejected by all of them.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
What do you mean then?
Well, if you want my opinion, there seems to only be one person Maiko is really in love with.
And that's...
I did it! Finally! Take a look at this!
Wait, that's so cute!
Takiko held out a small chocolate-covered strawberry with white chocolate detailing. Spirals of white chocolate going around like sheet music, with small little sprinkles for the notes. Yes, Takiko really did know how to make a cake Maiko would love. You could get the right flavors easily. All it took was asking someone what they liked. But it's hard to get what someone really wants right. Unless you pay attention to things that are so integral to the other person they didn't even notice they're there. It really does blow me away. How much you can show you understand someone without saying anything at all. My issue was that I said too much. That I overwhipped the batter. Eventually, the evening stuck up on me. It was time for Michael's birthday party. I got myself ready and left my room. I was slightly apprehensive about the party, but it would be nice to let my hair down for a bit. I entered the canteen. The room had started to fill me with dread. I guess it was just so heavily associated with the votes for me now. So it was nice to be using it for something else. It seemed everyone was already here, minus Zeke and Lyra. Before I had time to digest what was happening, a very excited girl rushed up to me.
Awesome!
Shinku, I'm so glad you could make it! I mean, you kind of had to make it since we were only running this with the condition everyone came, but it's so nice to see you! No worries. Are we just missing Zeke and Lyra now? Well, they did show up earlier, but snuck out a few minutes ago. I'm sure they'll be back, though. It would be pretty rude of them to ditch your birthday party. Wait, you think they ditched me? Did I do something wrong? If they ditched, it's them who's the problem, not you. You don't have to try to please everyone. I guess so. I just really get anxious at the idea of people hating me. I'm sure no one does. Look around. They made this whole party for you. I know, right? It's so exciting. I hope you have a really super duper awesome sauce time. I'm sure I will. I won't keep you too long. You probably want to talk to your friends, or try some of the food, or get a drink or something. Mm-hmm. But I'll catch up with you later, that's a promise. Oh, and one more thing, Maiko. Yes? Happy birthday. I hope it's a good one. Maiko's eyes beamed with happiness as she looked up at me, devolving into a fit of giggles as I walked away. Well, it's not much of a party if I sit in the corner by myself. I don't want to seem like a loser. I should try to talking with people. Alright, well. It's a bit of a shorter episode than the others, but... yeah. I'm tired of shit, but we will... Also, this is just a really good stopping place. We'll get this party started next time. Bye-bye. Also, why is she on the table? Bye-bye!